Thank you very much, Speaker. My question this morning is to the Acting Premier and is regarding the recent election results here in the City of Toronto. By capturing nearly 40% of the vote and winning by a margin of over 64,000 votes, Toronto residents elected a new mayor and ultimately a new council with a strong focus on resolving traffic gridlock. Mayor-elect Tory has sent a strong signal that he intends to move forward with big improvements in Toronto's transit infrastructure, including his signature campaign piece called Smart Track. Acting Premier, how does your government plan to work with the new mayor and council to move forward on their mandate to improve
Minister of
transit
Agriculture and the member from the Carleton come to order, please.
Thank
Deputy Premier.
To the Minister of Transportation.
Minister of Transportation.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. Of course, I thank the member opposite for that question. I've had the opportunity already to send some correspondence out to Mayor-elect Tory, along with mayors that have been elected right across the GTHA, right across the province of Ontario, Speaker. I think what's most exciting about the results that we saw that took place, not just in Toronto, but right across the region, is how much energy and passion there is with respect to the debates around transit. I look forward to working with Mayor-elect Tory and mayors and councils right across the province so that we can successfully deliver our $29 billion infrastructure plan. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, thank you, Speaker. And back to the Acting Premier. Mayor-elect Tory's Smart Track plans to deliver a new rail system in the existing GO train corridor within 7 years. It is a London-style surface rail subway that moves the most people in the shortest time across the entire city. Tory's Smart Track plan promises 22 new station stops and 5 interchanges with the TTC Rapid Transit Network. After hearing Premier Kathleen Wynne's Hallelujah remarks, we know the Premier is excited to work with the new Mayor-elect Tory. Is the government planning to implement Smart Track, or do you have some other plan?
Minister.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. So, as I mentioned in my initial response to this member's question, there is, of course, a great desire on the part of both myself and every member of this government to work very closely with all of our municipal partners so that we can deliver on the ambitious plans that we have for the province's future, Speaker. What's really important to note, not just about the proposed Smart Track that Mayor-elect Tory has put forward, what's really important to note, Speaker, is that in our 10-year plan, we have a very fundamental piece of that plan that is two-way all-day regional express rail for GO, which will provide up to 15-minute service on all of our GO rail corridors over the next 10 years, electrified service, Speaker. It's something we're very excited about, and there are wonderful opportunities within that plan, from my perspective, for us to be in alignment with not only Smart Track, but a number of other positive projects that will benefit communities right across the region. As I said earlier, I look forward to working with all mayors and councils to deliver good results for the people.
Thank you. Final supplementary.
Well, Speaker, back to the Acting Premier. Your government has promised $15 billion for Greater Toronto and Hamilton area transit expansion over the next decade, but much of this money is already spoken for and already allocated. The people of Ontario have heard many transit promises from your Liberal government, from two-way all-day GO service to high-speed rail from Windsor to Toronto to a Scarborough subway. If you're going ahead with Smart Track, are these other transit projects a lower priority now, and how do you intend to pay for all of them?
Minister.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. So there's lots of great news on this side of the House, of course, Speaker, with respect to the ambitious plans that we have for the next 10 years. I'm not quite sure where the member opposite's getting his facts or information. What I do know, Speaker, is that the Ministry of Transportation and the wonderful team at Metrolinx will continue to work very closely with all mayors, all councils, all other municipally owned transit authorities, so that we can deliver some tremendous results for the people, including, Speaker, the two-way all-day regional express rail, that transformation of GO trains and GO service right across the GTHA and beyond, which, Speaker, will benefit communities like Kitchener, like Milton, like Barrie, and like so many others, Speaker. That's the work that we're focused on. Thanks very much.